All right, we're back in the greenhouse where everything is in full bloom. Isn't that beautiful? We've got red geraniums, we've got white geraniums, we've got, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, we have some delphiniums, pink geraniums, a light pink geranium, a magenta geranium, lemons, limes, fig trees, and oranges, and impatiens, and mums. So we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We're growing fruit throughout the year. So we got figs, oranges, lemons, and limes that we're growing in here to eat. And then everything else in here is flowers for next year. So we got some little impatiens here. I've just trimmed everything off. Here's our orange tree. Aren't those beautiful? They're little baby oranges, but someday they'll be much, much bigger than this. There's just tons of them. Look at all of them. All over the tree, we've got oranges coming on. I'll probably take a couple of these in here and put it into my chocolates and have some orange chocolate. It's just the homegrown orange is much sweeter and more fragrant than a store-bought orange from the areas other than the sun-kissed. I met the lady that has the sun-kissed oranges, one of the sun-kissed farms, and she said she was going to send me a box of oranges, and it turned out she couldn't. She couldn't do anything with her own orange trees. They could only keep a certain percentage of their own orange trees because the rest of the trees were bought out by Sunkist. So it was weird. I guess oranges didn't do that great that year, so she couldn't even give any away. So I didn't get to make my marmalade from actual oranges from her grove. So maybe this year I'll get a hold of her and say, hey, look, do you have some extra oranges just for my marmalade? Yeah, I'd like to have a real orange. I mean, they're all real, but I'd like to have an orange from Florida. That's a dream come true for me. All right, so just absolutely beautiful. We got the limes, we got the lemons, and I already just picked my lemons. And look at this. Got a Roma tomato off the vine back over here. It wasn't looking too good. I think that's it for the tomatoes. But we'll see. We'll see if we can't get it going again. And look at these beauties. These are like a two-tone, pink and magenta. Very beautiful. Trust me, my camera is not doing it justice. It's much darker and deeper tone than that. This is another even darker reddish magenta, and then here are the red. See the difference in the colors? Aren't these beautiful? I just love to have my greenhouse in the wintertime. I just have this heater here. We got some electrical outlets throughout the barn. We have a light. And everything is waterproof. So, yep. Mama's happy. This is the big plant here. I don't know if you can see the size of the base of it here. This is the big plant that went on my fireplace, my outdoor fireplace. So, all right. I think I'll take this in, and I think I'll pick the ripest orange that we've got here. Let's see. Let me search for the oranges. Those aren't quite ready. Those aren't quite ready. And those are not quite ready. If you know a lot about oranges, text me and let me know. Those are still green. I've just got some water jugs here to keep the plants warm. See, water jugs will heat up during the day between all the plants here and keep the roots warm, especially on that side. See, there's another jug there. Lots of water jugs here. Let's see if we can get in there and show them to you. There we go. And I don't have any figs right now. The fig tree did great last year. I even was able to make some fig jam. Here's one that's almost ready. I think these right here are the most, I turned the plant around, so I think these look the best. So I think I'll take this one. I think I'll take this one off. Don't want to hurt the orange. Oh, I hurt the orange, but I'm going to eat that anyway. And I think that I'll take this one off right here. Let me look at these. Yeah, these aren't ready. This one looks like it's ready. We'll have to eat those. And then here's another one. There's a couple more. Gotta eat your spinach. I'm sure there's a better way to cut these off, but there you go. A couple oranges, and oh my gosh. Oh, they smell so good. Oh, I just want to put that in chocolate, everything. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, we're double checking. Everything's watered. I mean, look at the size of the flowers on this geranium. I mean, look at the size of the flower on that. It's huge. They look beautiful. Different varieties, different kinds. Oh, I missed plucking one. There we go. All right, so welcome to the tour of my indoor greenhouse garden. And I got my little greenhouse sign up here. Can you see that? And it says that it is 66 degrees in here. And of course, if we get too hot, I've got my Vornado. And I can always open up this vent up here above my head. So this is just a 6x8 greenhouse, and this is perfect for us because I can have this, and then in the spring I can grow some vegetables. So I can take all these flowers into the house or into the garage for a week or two, and I can go ahead and start my plants on these racks right here for the garden. So, and sometimes I can just take the plants directly out to the pots and then just cover them if there's any late spring frost or snows or anything. But I try to keep my plants in here right up till I know it's not gonna get a hard freeze anymore. Geraniums are pretty hardy. They can handle it up against like the warm brick on a house. They can handle it. So, all right, so out we go. We're done in here. All right, and then from out here we'll take one more last look. And man, I am tasting orange in my mouth, even though all I did was smell it. Just to smell it, you'll be tasting it.
It has a nice smell.
Oh yeah, look at it. There's oranges in there. Woohoo! It's hard to buy things like that in Indiana, to find orange trees and stuff. So this is the 4th year for our citrus trees.
Yeah,
and it's the first...
We're going to have to have a bigger greenhouse.
Yeah, we're going to have a bigger greenhouse. But we're moving. We're going to have a bigger greenhouse here shortly. All right, so everything looks great in the greenhouse. It's just a little maintenance, a little bleach in the pots every year, get them all washed out. Sometimes if you want to, you can bring in some ladybugs in here, and they will help eat the other bugs and some other pests on your plants through the winter. And we didn't do that this year. Usually we go up to the graveyard and
get some.
Yeah, get some ladybugs. Look at her. She is loving the snow. What snow is left, she's loving it. All right, so what do you think, John?
Looks good. And they're alive, and it's freezing outside.
Yeah, it's freezing outside. Even my toes are cold, and I got my thick shoes on. All right, this is it. I'm going to take a few pictures and make the video for you and send it along. Be sure and subscribe, and hit that subscribe and like button down below. Show some support. Let us know you're here, and we're going to have some good contests coming up this year. Blessings! Got him to say it on cue. What are you doing?
I'm tying up the winter cover.
On the greenhouse?
Yeah, it's got a little tattered, but
it's still working.
It's still working. And it covers basically the greenhouse and helps to insulate it and keep it warm.
Yeah, what we did is we just found another greenhouse that had this really heavy-duty 2-ply and weaving through it. Remember last year it was a darker green here, and then it had some zippers here to open up some windows for that type of greenhouse, and we just didn't use the frame. We actually slipped it right over our glass greenhouse. It fit perfect, didn't it? Almost perfect. It's got a couple little things there that didn't, but I mean, it works. It works. It lets the sun in, and it's great for insulating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially for this time of the year. Oh my word, snow.
It's cold.
All right. Well, what do you think? I told them about us moving. They know now.
Well, yeah, we're in the process, and everything's coming together, hopefully. And we're like the children of Israel walking to the Jordan River until we get our feet wet.
That's right.
Our feet are wet.
That's right. I'm going to miss that fireplace and our deck and everything, but that's okay, because if I can remake it, and that's our plan, we're going to redo it. It's going to be on 5 acres instead of a 1/4 acre.
Have a little bit more elbow room.
Yeah, more elbow room, more stones to mess with. Yeah, I got to remake that thing. People have asked me if that's still standing. I'm like, yep, still standing.
Yeah.